This is teddygaming, and welcome back to another review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Tales of TMNT, Volume 2, Issue number 51, The Night of the Evil Gingerbread Men. And with this one, I mean, going into it with a title like that, I wasn't too sure if this one was going to be like a Christmas themed one or Halloween one. I know that this one came out in October, but that doesn't really mean too much with a title like that. So, yeah. But also with this issue, it was just like childish crazy in a way. I think that's the best way of describing it all. But it was good, I want to say. But there's a lot of crazy stuff that went on. Like a lot of stuff happened where I just don't know if it was actually good or if it's just like a lot of stuff that happened. Like, okay, yeah, maybe that's goodish. So yeah, let's get into this one. Okay, so we do first start off with this page. You know, the one where it just goes, oh yeah, let me tell you a story. And the reason why I bring this one up, because I normally don't talk about these ones, just because they're normally like not really like anything worth talking about. But with this one, I just want to talk about it just because like this big creature here they got here, it looks like Swamp Thing, but I got a feeling it's probably not, but at the same time I got a feeling they most likely are, just because of, yeah, but I just can't believe that they put something like this in there, not because it's like bad or anything, but just like, how did I get away with this and not get any like copyright strikes or anything like that? So yeah, but let me just actually go into the actual main story, and we do get to see the Turtles. We're reading to Shadow about one of her favourite stories. However, Shadow has got Leo Don Raff to read it, and now wants Mikey to read it, but yet they're all really bored of the story because they've read it so many times. So Mikey decides to tell like Shadow about one of their past adventures with Annette, and yeah, okay, so with this story, it's like good-ish, and again, like there's so much crazy stuff that goes on with this one, it's hard to be like, yeah, this is a really great story. Okay, so with the actual story itself, we do get to see Renette. She shows up in Toad's lair, and she reveals that she's got a new costume because she found a new time sector, and I got a feeling that might be a little bit dangerous in a way, like just leaving time sectors around and all that. I don't know, just like, I don't know where this bit's gone really, but either way, she found a new time sector, and she decided to like try it out on the Turtles, and she accidentally sends them to a different dimension where there's gingerbreads, vampires, dragons, zombies. It's like the biggest fairy tale thing you could ever imagine. So in this dimension, they first come in contact with Gingerbread Man, and that's when he's getting attacked by all these different zombies. So Turtles go over there and they save him by beating up all the zombies. And that's when Gingerbread Man says, oh yeah, goodbye, I'll see you later, and if I can return the deed, I will. But the Turtles decide they need some like more help to actually get out of the place. So they decide to like keep walking, and that's when they come in contact with werewolves, and yeah, and they decide to fight them, but then they get scared because they come in contact with a like a building or a castle, and that is where we do get to see the Turtles. They get captured and they are petrified, I believe that's what the term was called, and they can't move because this person has used magic and is going to be using like the Turtles to turn them into zombies so that they can be the like world's strongest zombies and stuff like that. But when the Turtles are hanging on the wall, like being ready to get turned into zombies, they come in contact with the Gingerbread Man again, and he saves them. They take like he tries to bring them out of the castle, but there's a big tentacle monster thing. He's there, so the Turtles beat him up, and he runs away. And that's when a dragon comes along. He steals the Gingerbread Man. So Turtles follows the dragon over to a castle where there's Dracula and stuff like that. So yeah, the dragon takes all the Turtles to a wizard, and this sounds so stupid, and then the wizard tells them, you need to go to a cottage, because there's a princess there with 7 dwarves, and I'm guessing this was their parody or Snow White and 7 dwarves, because they go over there, and she's cleaning the house. She then says, oh yeah, my life is so terrible and bad because I'm cleaning the house and I won't do anything about it. And that's when Renette gets the time sector. She takes them all back to New York. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the story. And she does ask about the Gingerbread Man, like what happened to him. And Mikey reveals that he did come back with the Turtles, except for the fact that he's now a teddy bear, so he's basically dead at this point. And he's been waiting for Renette to take him back, which I doubt she will. But yeah, this issue was like all over the place, I want to say. Now, with the artwork, I feel like this artist has been on this whole series before. I feel like he has. I feel like I've recognised his art style from like a few other issues before, and it really does work really well. It's giving me like a lot of like Archie vibes, which I do like, and it's with this whole story, with everything that happened in it, the artwork was really great for what they were trying to go for. I do feel like colour would have been made this whole issue a little bit more like trippy, amazing, and all weird and wonderful and all that kind of stuff. But I felt like the artist was really great. I'm just glad to see this artist come back, but at the same time, I just don't know how well the art would fit for like most Toll stories. I feel like this artist like really fits well for doing like a one-off kind of story, but I just don't think they have really like the great art style to go into any kind of universe. I feel like maybe it could be 87 or Archie, but that's about it really, which is a real shame because I do like the art style, but I just don't think it could fit for any other universe. Now the story on the other hand, it's well, like I said, it's not a bad story because I do think it is a really fun and enjoyable one-off kind of story, just a really fun adventure kind of story with seeing Dracula, zombies, werewolves, no understanding the wolves, and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in this issue which I do think is like really fun to read and watch, but there's at the same time there's like a lot of stuff that happens to the point where I just don't know if they did like way too much stuff, because with only being like a 20-page story, it does feel like they're going at it like extremely fast, because you know, like, they've done so much in this issue and yet they can't really like just sit back and explore it or anything like that, because I do feel like there's a lot of stuff in this story that it would have been better to explore a lot more, and I do feel like there's definitely elements of it which would have been better for having like a longer fight, especially like with the werewolves fight scene, the zombie fight scenes, a lot of stuff like that which I do feel like would have benefited from a longer story. But with what the story was trying to go for, it works well enough. But it just seems like it was just like, oh yeah, Mentos did this and this and this, and just didn't really think about it all too much, which I guess can be a good thing, but I do think it did come off a little bit rushed in a way, which is really disappointing because I really didn't want to like it, and I did for the most part. It's just, I just feel like there's a lot of stuff that went into this issue that maybe could have been benefited from a longer story, which, yeah, it's just annoying because I really want to like it and love it, but something about it's just telling me, like, no. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this issue? Do you like it? Do you not? Do you find it weird and wacky and wonderful? What's your favourite part? Because with so much that happened in this issue, I feel like there's definitely, I feel like people are going to be saying, oh yeah, this is my favourite part. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. If you do some, please share, let's scrub on stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.